Objective available, Agent.
Alright. The reason I wanted to do this video was just to talk a little bit about my overall thoughts, current season, current events, kind of current everything, really. Current build running, not pretty decent build. So I'm running something. I had a different name on it, but I'm currently running it. It's calling it the Four Horsemen build. Um, Various reasons. With this, you may understand why, you may not. But so terminal knee pads, these overdogs. If you don't know what they do this. And then pestilence. The Lex is just it's nothing really. I just have it, but I don't really. Not really using much with it. I'll switch between that and a shotgun depending on what mission I'm running. But then I'm running the fourth set of the tipping the scales set bonus. Don't know what that does here. Okay. And then these two things here. Overall, just talking about everything from season to this event, the Rainbow Six Siege event where you get this gear, random stuff, and then you got the reanimate event going on. So if you don't know what reanimated is, it's just an event where enemies can come back to life unless you kill them with a headshot. There's various things to kill them, yada yada yada, whatever. But I want to talk about this build. I want to run a solo mission. Something that I think is pretty decently kind of in the middle of challenging and short, because I don't that and you know, I've played it enough to know kind of everything about it. We'll put it on challenging for the time being, just so I can talk about it as I'm running. Won't matchmake or nothing else. I'm just gonna solo it.
Looks like they're coming from the DCD complex. Whatever's happening over there, we need to shut it down.
Alright, so there's a pretty good spot if you get to it without being seen.
And I'll let you answer the Emily.
Experimental AEDs in proximity.
I need new armor!
As you can see, they get up when they die. But this build pretty much can still eat them alive all the way around. So
Active terminal detected.
a lot of damage spread.
Plug Isaac into that terminal.
A lot of
and get us
damage
some
in
intel.
general. And you know, just kind of this event kind of helps with that. So
Connection established. DCD data stream enabled. Alright, let's see what we've got. There's an active lab on the north side close to you. Your first priority should be to shut that down. Looks like the best way to take the lab offline is the decontamination protocol.
That's just a fancy way of saying everything gets sterilized.
Isaac's not detecting the gas needed for the decon process. They must have disabled the line.
Hit the main fuel line in the basement. That should get it flowing again.
Open the fuel line. That should give the decon protocol enough gas to run.
They're in the basement! Emily... Try it.
The decontamination protocol can be initiated from a panel in the lab above you. Stay put once you pull the trigger and you should be safe. Top floor, you can't miss it. It's right in the middle of the lab.
And of course, this is just on challenging, but it does rip apart on heroic as well. So I'm just demoing the build, demoing how this kind of events work and everything. So, and
Virus samples
I'm just gonna
detected.
do the cheat thing here and just kill them this way.
I guess you could call that food.
Let's put some fun.
Should be able to access the morgue at the far end of the West Wing construction site. If they haven't been disposing of the corpses properly, we could have another outbreak on our hands.
And with the event and the gear that I got, this specific setup, it's pretty easy to mow them down. There are better setups.
The outcasts are using blood from an asymptomatic carrier. Somebody who's infected but doesn't show symptoms. If I'm right, they're weaponizing green poison and turning it loose on the city. Destroy anything that might be contaminated.
A couple more sections left here and we'll be done with this mission. We'll continue on with the video. Won't take too long. Speed run and everything, not getting any of the extra additive stuff or anything like that. A couple more areas here.
If she's an asymptomatic carrier, they've got an endless supply of the virus to play with.
Agent, your route out is going to take you into the DCD Research Library.
Hey, while you're in there, do me a favor. Recover everything you can on broad-spectrum antivirals.
Okay, so I want to kill this guy first.
The DCD's data analysis lab is just ahead. See what data you can grab for Kelso.
Alright, so a couple of these guys are going to reanimate. Now from here I could switch builds and be really nasty, but I'll just stick with this. It's usually what I
Data
build at this
transfer
point.
initiated.
I won't do it this time. Even hitting them. So. Should be it. There's no- Here.
Data transfer completed.
You're clear to get out of there. With the lab and samples destroyed, I don't think the outcasts are going to be able to do much else from here.
Thanks for getting me that data.
Okay.
Hostiles are moving to your position. Suggest an egress through the court.
Here they come. Be careful.
So there's a couple different ways I usually play this. This is one. And you want to kill this guy first. Sure, everybody's got their own way to do this, but
Serious trauma detected.
this is why you. There.
Welcome to the world of pain!
Oh, that was a. Oh, and there's a retaliation. Maybe I'll do that too. But not anything. I really. Oh, that was a time mission. I've done all that already. Ooh, am I getting shot at? Okay. So, everybody knows what pestilence does. Blah blah blah. I won't go over the nonsense of that. Yada yada yada. Uh, so transfer damage. This is not a thing for this build. I'm talking about the season. Season brought us these overdogs and these tipping. Reason I'm talking about it is to share my thoughts on the future of this game, state of it, and everything. I think that the game itself it's fun, but it's also boring, which is an oxymoron, I guess. But so it's fun in that there are things to do always in the game. Um, you can always do a new event, get some new piece of gear, proficiency, whatever. There's always something to do, which is great. And they've done really well keeping up with events and stuff like that, stuff to do and all that good stuff. And I will say that
Black Tusk have set up camp at the bank headquarters. I've marked the site for you.
and I will say that there are things to do, fun things to do, and I've heard there's some stuff coming. But I think the state of this game is that, and I'm hoping that survival mode can can save it. But I'll be honest with you, I don't know. I do love the Division. I love the Division 1. I remember playing the demo of it. I was 5 minutes into the demo when I told my wife that I wanted to buy it. And then the Division 2 is kind of the same thing. Heard the Division 2 was coming out and got it right away. Um, Probably, definitely, if not day one, week one. Um, so it was pretty early on. No, I'm not very high on this account. This is a second account. This is not my main account. This is not my first account. My first account is lost to me for various reasons. Not because I was banned or anything like that. I don't think it was anything stupid like that. It's just lost to me. Um, but anyways, and I've had a hiatus here and there, and I don't play more than a few hours a day. So no, I'm not very high. But yes, I have been playing since week one. Um, all the new expansions, all the new missions, all the new everything they've done. I think they're all great. Everything they've done to enhance this game is awesome. This current thing they got going on is pretty cool. All these little things here, stuff like that, they're all pretty good. And I will give them that. Um, you know, this new retaliation thing. that I'm probably gonna do after this video is done. It's pretty cool too. Good way to get gear. It'll test your solo capabilities if you're soloing it like me. If you happen to be in a squad when one happens, that can test the squad's capabilities. And introducing chainsaw guys was interesting. Um, but there isn't a mode or something I think this game would benefit from, and I don't, and I'm not a coder at all. Um, so I don't know the idea behind this game versus what my idea would be as something that would be cool. Um, but I will say this, that I think that there should be a kind of like a horde mode, or like a tower defense thing, something like that, to where you're trying to stop waves after waves of enemies coming after um, you for some reason. Um, I think it would be cool for a special event in the White House, a special event for anything really. I think that would be pretty cool, um, and make it harder. And the summit is similar to that, but it's not the same in that you got to keep going through different things and stuff like that to get to that. And I think that they should do something like somewhere near the edge of the map, or somewhere coming out of another mission or out of the dark zone or something like that. Um, Something I think would be pretty cool, if, just to me, because there's a lot of open space in here, which I get why, but there's a lot of open space, and there are areas here that don't really do anything. They have no use, in my opinion. You might get a random encounter every once in a while, but it's few and far between. But I feel like most of these areas have no use. Um, Stuff like this, no use. That
Incoming backup request.
and talk about the reason I'm coming to Tidal Basin is because I test run yesterday on a speed run um, for this Rainbow Six thing. I did a speed run on this solo, and it says it gave me minutes. It took me 21 minutes, and it probably wouldn't have took me that long, but I kind of messed around on the last part and kind of did it a little bit faster, but I might have been able to do it in under 20, just a little bit, maybe 19 and a half, maybe, but I was kind of milking that last area a little bit. Um, and the reason I want to talk about but did they really have to do it like that? Like, because this one doesn't take that long. Hell, even this one up here doesn't take that long. The um, zoo, it don't take that long, and there's multiple parts to it, different areas. It didn't take that long. And this one right here doesn't take very long at all. Roosevelt Island, it's a short mission, at least in my opinion. So, but yeah, it kind of blew me back a little bit. How long they gave you to do this mission? It just really made this one really challenging. And I think it's always been the most challenging, but huh, I didn't realize I gave you that long to do it. So much to do on it. A lot of it's unnecessary, I feel, but hey, that's just me. Um, but I'm gonna do a mission to do this special mission here, and I'll talk about it in the next video. Kind of overall on the season, I'm a little disappointed in the season. It's not quite what I thought it was gonna be, and I think the retaliation, though it is interesting and a level of new challenging, even on heroic, it's still pretty soloable. You know, just take your time, get a build that